Hey guys, how's it going? I've got a couple of volume control accessories here for the PlayStation 4. It's always been one of my bugbears. I love the Xbox volume controllers that you can get. You can mute, you can have mic monitor. It's powered by the controller itself, and the Xbox controllers really have a good battery life. Yet I prefer the PlayStation, but there's just shitty to no volume control options out there. And they're all passive as well, so you can't get a volume boost, you can't get mic monitoring unless you have some sort of, I think there is one that takes separate batteries or a separate charge, but then that's another device you have to worry about. Anyway, what I thought I would share with you is, for a long time I've been trying to get a hold of one of these. This is the LGA Adjustr, Adjustr, no ER. And it's pretty good. So it's got a little volume roller there and a mic mute switch. So you flick it down to mic on and off like that. The only thing that's not so crash hot about it is it just sort of feels flimsy in there, especially when you're pushing forward and back. And if you're pushing back, that's sort of pushing it away. So I've actually put some blue tack on it to sort of hold it in there a bit extra, a bit more. But in comparing it with this one here, I think that one was about $20 delivered to Australia. This one is a cheap eBay one, which they didn't have years ago. This is the first one I've seen. It's only like $6 delivered, and it had a nice push button on off, which I thought was cool. And it does actually fit better than the LGA one. And it's a nice push button, the volume's the same. Now, there is a downside to this. I wish they could combine these two somehow. That would be really cool. If this one had a push button, this would be the ultimate. So the push button means you're not pulling it in and out sort of thing with force when you're switching it. The downside is there must be something like some sort of circuit in this, whereas this one seems to be just a direct switch to the microphone pole. So when that happens, you get a massive amount of popping noise when you're switching it on and off that other people can hear. So it goes pop, 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 pop. Whereas this one's far less. It's much smoother and softer. And the other thing is you have to have the mic switched on before you plug this in. Otherwise, the PlayStation won't recognize that there's a microphone plugged in. Whereas the adjuster, you plug that straight in, mic on or off, and the PlayStation recognizes that there's a mic there, no problems. I have a feeling what it is, instead of having a straight disconnection to the microphone pole on the jack, I think there's like a resistor, so that it still sees there's something there, but the resistor cuts out the voice almost completely. So that would soften the popping, and also hopefully it would recognize that there's something there when it's in the off position. So I'm going to take this one apart and see if I can actually put a resistor in there to do that, because I really like the design of this. Plus they're cheap, $6. That really adds a lot of functionality where I can quickly, pop the mic off when the kids are around, or all the stuff going on in the background that you don't want to, everyone to hear. It's just convenient. So that's the packaging it came in. That's the cheap eBay one for $6. I don't have the packaging for the LGA one, but you can get them on. They're like in Europe. They're always really expensive to get to Australia from Europe. So it was going to cost like $50 for this little thing a few years ago, but now you seem to be able to get them online for about $25 delivered from eBay and on Amazon as well. Pretty cheaper on Amazon, but then by the time you had shipping to Australia, it's still probably the same as eBay. So that's just a little comparison for you if you are looking into getting one. I think they're handy. I think that I've got another video as well where I made my own one, but it's difficult, it's tedious. For $6, if you only want to spend bugger all, get this. It'll do the trick. Or if you're listening with Apple earpods, this will mute the microphone so you're not getting that weird screechy noise, and you can still just get the sound. But we'll see. Maybe I'll come up with a cool hybrid. I'll hack this one and make it better than what it is. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the comparison. If you are looking at getting one of these, hopefully this has answered a few questions for you. Cheers guys.